Hey y'all, welcome to another video. Before we start, I want to say thank you if you used my Azure link. You have no idea how much this blesses my family and I appreciate it so much. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bowen. I'm a registered dietitian and homemaker. Today is one of my favorite days because I am going on a food procurement run. So I'm stopping in at a lot of places to get things done for my kitchen, to get healthy food in here, and all of that good stuff. So it's gonna start with an Azure order, and then I'm gonna stop at 4 different places. At the end of this video, I'm gonna show you everything I got. I did kind of try doing this video a little bit vlog style at the beginning, just to see how y'all like it, to see if I like doing vlog style videos. So it's gonna be a little bit of vlog style, and then I will put down in the description section of when I actually do the haul, if that's the only part that you want to see. I totally get it. So I don't know how to do the fancy little markers on my videos yet, and I don't know that I have the time to go figure that out today. So it'll be in the description exactly when you can skip to see the actual haul. So let's start this day of getting healthy food for my family. Thanks for joining. Okay, so I just got done with Sprouts. Aldi is super close, so I figure why not just pop in there and see if they have any good sales on meat or anything else that I might decide I need. So I'm gonna run into Aldi and see if I need anything from there. All right, y'all, last stop is to run into Home Goods. I have to return something. So my husband popped into Home Goods the other day for me because I told him to go in and get me some of the unbleached brown parchment paper. Well, he doesn't buy this stuff, so he doesn't know like what the price should be and all that. Normally it's like $3.99, $4.99. It was $13. And I'm like, why did you buy $13 paper? And he's like, I don't know how much you pay for it. So that is a no, and I'm taking it back because there's no way. It has to be mismarked. There's just no way it can be $13 because it's only 70 square foot. So I am taking that back. I wanted to make a note that sometimes at Home Goods you can find really good prices on certain good like oils or salts, even some good snacks. Another thing I like to try to hunt for here is the clamp storage jars that have the gaskets. They're really good for storing spices and teas and things like that. So I'm gonna pop in and just see if they have anything that catches my eye for adding to my pantry in that sense. But before we go in, I'm gonna try this tea I picked up. So I decided I was gonna have a little treat yourself moment to some iced tea, and I found this place called Sweetwater's, and I've heard of people say it before, but I have never gone there, even seen it, and it just like stood out to me today. I was like, oh, I love tea. So they have Rubius Mandarin tea, so I got that. So we're gonna see how it is. I'm really excited to try this. It's so hard to find places that have good iced herbal tea, and this looks really good, so let's try it. Okay, I can get on board with that. That's good. We're going in, we're gonna see what they got. Okay, y'all, here is everything that I have picked up today. So I went to my Azure drop and then 4 different stores to get things all related to food. Thankfully, they were all on the same path. It was really easy to pop into each one and grab what I needed. So I'm just gonna kind of mix it all together. I'll try to start with the Azure items first. I got a 25-pound bag of sorghum. So this can be used for gluten-free baking or gluten-free cooking. It's a gluten-free grain. I actually got 2 of these again. I am giving one to my mom and I'm keeping one. I didn't really need 2, but again, I just can't pay $1.50 more per pound or whatever it is. It's really close to that when I can buy it for so much cheaper if I buy 2. So if you buy 2 of the 5-pound blocks of cheese, it's a lot better of a deal. As you can see, that's the expiration date if you don't open this package. We have no problem finishing this, y'all. It is so good. So this time we got the raw cheddar. This is my other Azure box, so we'll just kind of unpack. I got a pound of Ceylon cinnamon powder. I have been using a lot of this. I ordered some a couple months back. I'm almost out of it again. Me and my mom are gonna split this one too. I also grabbed some Ceylon cinnamon sticks. These are so different looking from the other cinnamon sticks. I got some thyme, a lot more than I thought I did. 4 ounces, that's a lot. This is the one herb that I'm not really gonna try to grow this year, so I went ahead and got this. And it's one of my favorite herbs, so I wanted to get some of that. Some garlic powder. I only got the small one. Normally I get the pound. I bought a bunch of garlic at Costco a while back, and I really need to use all of that fresh garlic. So by buying smaller, I'm kind of forcing myself to use fresh more often. So many times I end up reaching for powdered because it's just easier. 14 ounces of kelp granules. So kelp is seaweed, and it's just a really good source of iodine and other minerals. I plan to keep this on hand for cooking into beans and things like that. There's another type of seaweed called kombu that if you cook with your beans can really help make them more digestible. The kombu is a lot more expensive, so I'm gonna try cooking this one in my beans and see if I get that same positive effect of making it more digestible. We don't eat a lot of beans, but we want to start including them a little bit more just because they do help cut down on the cost of food. But I've always had a problem digesting them. And so I'm hoping that by taking some extra steps, and yes, I always soak them and prepare them traditionally, but that still tends to bother me. So I'm really sensitive. So we're gonna try that and see how it goes. And if it doesn't work, well, kelp is still a really good source of, like I said, iodine. So these have a really long shelf life, which is super cool. I was tempted to get 5 pounds, but then I was like, oh man, 5 pounds of kelp sounds like a lot. So let's just start with this. And then I did get 5 pounds of nutritional yeast. I got one for me and one for my mom. She's not able to do Azure pickups because of her work schedule. So I help her out when I can. So anyway, nutritional yeast, we each got a 5-pound bag. We both use so much of this. I have been really using a lot. And so I am switching to a voiceover because I have something more important to say, and that is that the price listed is going to be what I actually paid. The prices are increasing at a pace that is hard to keep up with at this point, and I paid $6.70 a pound for this nutritional yeast. But I went and checked the website, and now at the time of making this video, it was $8 a pound. So you have to double check these prices when you go to the website. It could be something different from what I'm giving you. So just keep it in mind as you go to order your food. Check those prices. The last thing I got is so this is the nutritional yeast for my mom, and then I got 5 pounds of carob powder. I've been using it and I really like it. It is very different from chocolate. It's not as rich tasting, but it's still nice for adding in a nice flavor for things or making carob fudge. I got 3 more 5-gallon buckets and 1 lid. I had a couple lids on hand. I'm going to be doing a separate video on talking about some of my mistakes with food storage and talking about these 5-gallon buckets and why they are used and which 5-gallon buckets to avoid and which ones to go for, because I've learned a lot about that in the last year. So that was all of the Azure stuff. We're going to move on to all the other places that I went. So I went to Lowe's, I went to Sprouts, Aldi, and a Home Goods. So I'm just gonna mix it all together because it's just easier for me right now. I got these at Sprouts. They were buy one, get one free. This is my absolute favorite chocolate. It is a huge treat, so this is gonna be rationed, but buy one, get one free was an awesome deal, so I grabbed 4 of those. This is what I got from Lowe's. This is to close my 5-gallon bucket. This is to open it back up. Again, I need to do a separate video on this because I did not understand that 5-gallon buckets, some 5-gallon buckets have hammer-on lids and some don't. And if you're automatically buying the cheaper one, you're probably buying the one that doesn't have the hammer-on lid. And I'm going to talk about that in a separate video of why you want the one with the hammer-on lid. This is an awesome deal that happens at Aldi occasionally. It is the family pack of ground beef. So it's about $17 for one of these packs, 1.3 pounds. So it's really good for a family. But this is a great deal. It's less than $5 a pound for organic and 100% grass-fed beef. Awesome. So we eat this a lot. My dream is to hopefully find the time to can this up within the next week or so. So we'll see if I get to that. It's been really hard to make time for that because I don't want to mess it up when I do it. I really want to do it intentionally and do it right and all of that, but I've been wanting to get into it. So maybe this week I will carve out some time. This is the organic whole milk European style yogurt. This stuff is so good. European yogurt is always my favorite. This one's a little more expensive because it is organic and it's pasture raised and all that stuff. So a little pricier. I kind of switch off between a cheaper one and this one, but my toddler loves this one the best because of the European style component. Trader Joe's has a really good one that's cheaper. And so when I'm at Trader Joe's, I try to grab it, but I'm not really there all that often. Cottage cheese was on sale at Sprouts for $3.99. This was a splurge. Some whipping cream. I really like this Kelowna brand. It is low temp pasteurized, which is super cool. And it's from grass-fed cows, all the good things, family farms. So I am going to make some whipped cream with that in the next few days, maybe make a nice latte, all of that good stuff. These two juices were from Aldi. I like these juices from Aldi because I love that these are kind of smaller juice containers. They're packed in glass, they're organic. So what I use these for is making gummies for my toddler. He is so obsessed with beef gelatin gummies. So I got him a couple more of those so that I can always keep that on hand and make those for him for his snacks. I got some coconut chips from Sprouts. These are so good for like a snack. They're larger. Let's see if you can see them. You can kind of see they're big chunks, so they make really good filling snack because there's a lot of good fat in the coconut. These were on sale at Sprouts as well, so I went ahead and picked one up. I try to keep a really good stock of this because I use it for literally everything. Bathing, cleaning, dishwashing, this is what we use. This was a really cool new find at Sprouts. It's unbleached parchment paper. And normally I get the If You Care brand, but that one is like a lot more expensive. And this one seems good. Non-stick, silicone free, so that's cool. We're gonna see how it is. I'm always looking for at least unbleached parchment paper. So I grabbed two because I'll be honest, I use a lot of parchment paper. I just really like using it. I did grab these because occasionally I do need these for making those types of things. Thankfully it was like 50 cents off, so a little bit of something. And then lastly, some of the produce I picked up. So I got bananas. This is all produce from Sprouts, and I was so mad that I bought cantaloupe at Sprouts. They were 2 for $5, which is, in comparison to Costco, that's a really good deal. At Costco, the cantaloupes are usually like 2 for $5.99, while at Aldi they were like $1.29 so each. So I was a little bit upset about that I didn't think to check Aldi, because Aldi always has the best produce prices, so I was a little bit mad. But mental note for next time. Celery, I grabbed some parsnips, I grabbed some rutabagas while they're still in season. Y'all, if you've never tried a rutabaga, you've got to try it. It's between a turnip and a potato. Creamier than a turnip, not quite as creamy as a potato, but the flavor is so good. So good. It is creamy and rich and very yellow. So check that out. They're a little bit lower glycemic than potatoes, so that's cool too. I did grab a bag of potatoes at Sprouts. They were a pretty good price, and I like to get them at Costco if I can, but Costco is like, sometimes they have potatoes and sometimes they don't. So I didn't want to gamble on that because we're totally out. Okay, and then lastly, I did pop into Home Goods and I found these, a 6-pack for $3.99, which I thought was a good deal because I feel like when I buy them at Walmart, you only get like 3 for like probably close to $3. So with grilling season, we use these a lot and they end up just getting really nasty after you clean your grill. So I wanted to get another pack, and then I have been needing another one of these. Don't put these in your dishwasher. It will eventually rub off all of the helpful part, and that was what I don't have one that has the actual measuring on it anymore. So that's why I had to get one. I also did find at Home Goods, I found a pair of organic cotton pants for my toddler for $4. They were on clearance, and they're a little bit bigger than what he wears. So I was like, this is perfect. He will grow into these probably in the next year or so. And it's so hard to find the organic clothes really cheap. So I did grab those as well. And that is everything from my big food haul and food procurement day. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really appreciate you watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. From my kitchen to yours, I wish you the best of health for years to come. We'll see you in the next video.